All right, everybody, how you doing? So on the last episode of the Mad Mustang, we were dropping the motor in. We got all the bolts tightened up around the transmission. We still need to go underneath and put the torque converter bolts in. And we were having a hell of a time getting this last motor mount bolt in. But we finally got the motor bolt in. And I think part of the problem is the jack was still underneath the transmission a little bit. And I did not realize that. Oh well, live and learn. Motor's in, motor mounts are on, transmission's bolted up, still gotta do the torque converter bolts. So we jacked the car up and we slid the headers in, and we were gonna reuse the original header gaskets that we had. You know, they're a little squashed, but they look okay. They're Felpros, but the one gasket, I don't know where it is. The one gasket has a bad spot where it pulled off. I think Brian started to install it on this side. It's got a bad spot and I'm worried it's gonna leak. So we went on our friendly neighborhood Amazon store and I found the square port copper gaskets. I think maybe a little bit better than the round gaskets. And as you can see here, these heads, well, they're not square, they're actually rectangular, are rectangular ports. So I think we are going to use the new copper ones on the headers. That's where we're at. Now on these headers here, since we kind of already bolted one up, this bolt and this bolt hole here, all those have got to get started first, because if you bolt the header up completely, you cannot get these started because of the curve here. So I'm going to go ahead and get this package cut open, and you know, they feel pretty heavy, but there is two in here. So trying to get the package cut open and take a better look at these. They give you these lock washers that are completely useless on these header bolts. These header bolts are like, you know, super, you know, I guess possibly, oh, they are the right size. They're probably 5/16, but those look a little bit bigger than 5/16. They're probably some type of metric lock washer. I don't think I can use those on the inner bolts like I showed you. I might be able to get some on the outer bolts, but I think I'm just going to skip that. Let's get these picked up. Put those all in there. Sorry, being the one-handed mechanic here. All right, there's one gasket. So I'll just put this gasket back in its little Amazon box, and we'll take a peek here. You know, it's a pretty thick gasket. Seems very good. Now, always the question is which way do you put it on? Do you put the raised part against the cylinder head or the raised part against the header? Since these headers are kind of round ports, I think I am going to, can you all see that? I think I'm going to put the raised parts against the head so I have a good sealing surface against the head. I don't know how I'm going to hook you up, but let me see if I can get you on a tripod, and we'll put you on a time warp of me putting this one gasket in. Alrighty, as you can see from that time warp, I got all the bolts back in. Like I said, you kind of have to start with this one here because you can't get a socket on that one. You can't get a socket on that one. That one's really tight. That one's not too bad, and this back one. So you kind of got to get all the hard ones started first, and then like this one here you can get with a socket, this one you can get a socket, this one, and this one up front here. So basically I just got them all started, and then when I tightened them down, I started here with this one. I tightened those two bolts down, then those two bolts down, and then I went to the outer edges and tightened those down. They feel like they've gotten pretty good squash. They're tight. After the car is running, I will retighten all the bolts. So now all we have to do is do the other side. And I don't know if y'all caught my short, but here is my drop light. And I'll tell you what, when you put one of these curly cube bulbs in it, they don't get hot. Well, it's got a little bit of warmth, but look, if you had a incandescent bulb in here, you couldn't do this. It would burn your hand. And if you didn't catch my short, let's see, Dart Drug, $1.99 drop light. So you can see how old this bad unit is. Probably my father's. I might have bought it, but it was probably my father's. This is definitely from the 70s or 80s. All right, everybody, just a real quick video. I'm kind of like running out of videos to post, and it's been kind of slow at work, and I've been meaning to get back on this thing. So we're gonna do some short videos on doing stupid stuff on this car. You know, we need to get the shock toppers back that I cannot find. I'm gonna have to order a new set because I lost them. I don't know what happened to them. When you take a car apart, you should bag and tag everything, which I have, but I brought those up to work and painted them, and then I moved them and they disappeared, and now I can't find them. So I have to order a new set. Hopefully they'll turn up before I order a new set, but I haven't been able to find them. We got some silicone purple hoses for upper and lower. We got to get the fan on, the radiator in. I'm gonna have to do something about this this wiring mess. I think this goes down the transmission, and they jump this for the neutral safety switch. But then I have all of these wires here. I think some of these go into the big old tack sitting in here, the auto gauge tack. And then we're gonna move the battery back up front. So we're gonna have to get all this MSD and the coil stuff out of here. I think the coil, like on the 65 Mustang, we have the coil mounted here, so I think I'm going to go ahead and remount the coil on the block where it belongs. And the MSD, we're going to move it from this side over to this side because this side's wide open, and then we can put the battery back here. We'll have to do some patching here. This frame rail needs some patching. I want to get the car up and running so we can move it around. That's the biggest thing. There's where we're at. So now I'm just gonna have to get over here and unbolt this header. We also have to run the starter wire. I went ahead and where's the new starter wire I made? Maybe we didn't bring it out here yet. I made a new starter wire. I think it's in, oh no, it's right here. It's right here. Look at that bad boy right there. Custom made. Heat shrink and terminals all ready to go to the new starter. So we're gonna bolt that on up. Like I said, we're gonna do that header next. Kind of boring. I won't show that header, but I wanted to get a video out to let you all know that I'm still working on it. We did pick up some new headlight bucket assemblies for the car. We have a couple new fenders that we bought at Carlisle last year. We're trying to figure out what color we're going to paint the car. So maybe we can get some color on the fenders before we bolt them on and get the front end put back together. All right, everybody. Well, it's getting a little warm out here in the old garage of the house. So I guess I'll let this go. Please subscribe. You can always do that down there in that corner there. Please give me a thumbs up if you like the Mad Mustang videos. And we will definitely be working on this and getting this up and running. I'm really excited to hear this car run. We have never heard this car run. Hopefully the motor won't lose its rods through the oil pan. All right, everybody, we'll catch you on the next one.